on TAM. So all day long, it's been nothing but like food being brought in, and there's bagels and pizzas and things.
There's pizzas?
And somebody is stealing my waters. With our kitchen fridge is just chock full of beverages, right? Because they loaded it with like sparkling water and pop and all this stuff. And I bring in my bottles of water every day so I can drink them. I drink Hint water throughout the day.
Got to put your name on it.
2 of them have been stolen from the door of the fridge.
They don't know the rules.
I'm down 2 bottles.
They just think it's all free game. They're volunteering. You're giving to the cause, Alan. You're helping them.
I know.
I'm
helping them hydrate.
Yes.
I know. I'm not mad about it. I just didn't realize.
You seem mad. You seem upset.
I didn't realize.
Like a real crybaby over there. They're stealing my Hint water.
I bought some new. Usually I just drink cherry, but I'm trying out a couple of new flavors. And so I brought those, and they've been taken from me. I just didn't know that that's what was going on back there. So, yes, I know. I understand. But I think these flavored waters. All right. The flavored waters are good if it's just a solid single flavor.
It's when they mix up.
Well, it's when I always try them, but it's like when they mix them, that's when it gets really artificial. I realize it's all artificial, but if you're drinking like lemon or cherry, my wife and child guzzle coconut Hint water. They used to make spearmint, which was all we used to drink, but I think that might be gone. So I normally drink cherry, so I bought a couple of mixed flavors, and that's when it starts to taste kind of chemically or something. But anywho, yes, I'm not complaining per se. It's just I didn't realize that's what was going on out there. People taking my waters.
You want me to go figure out who did it?
No.
Hey, everybody! Somebody's been stealing Alan's Hint water.
If I could have everyone's attention, please. I know you're doing a fundraiser for...
I know you're volunteering.
Yeah, you're volunteering.
Taking time.
Yes.
But some things in that fridge aren't for you.
Those of you, excuse me, if you're manning the phone banks, taking people's hard-earned donations, whoever's drinking my water, please stop.
Yes. Give it back. Spit it back into the bottle.
I don't know you people. You don't know me.
I had to actually, when I walked in this morning, I had to make sure that you guys were in the same studio because I didn't want a repeat of last time when someone was taking donations and I'm like hanging up on them because I was like, why are they in our studio?
Well, I asked Kennedy beginning of the week. I said, hey, am I going to have to do the show from a different room because they were doing magic in here and I had seen a bunch of emails that they might want the street side studio. And he's like, no, you'll be fine. I said, okay.
Like, I'd like to make a donation. Wrong number.
But I thought it was for a good cause. Get off my line.
Oh, my God. I mean, can't they see we're doing a show here? Keep calling my line, making me work.
Right.
How dare people come to my job and make me work?
Well, this isn't the donation show.
Oh.
No, you know what? If that happens, just take some donations. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, just be like, okay, you make your donation, just send it to at Bill Squire on Venmo.
Cody Brown. Yeah. I will make a donation to you in a few minutes, $1,000 from the Buzzard Bookie.
Hey.
So be listening for that. Dr. Ryan Berglund will join us later on today for Is It Red? Be his last appearance of 2023. If you guys have some painful or potentially drippy or weird stuff going on down there, he is here to help later on. So you can email me your questions. We'll take your calls live. We'll take your texts live. Blah, blah, blah. But you should avail yourself of his wisdom when he's here. And you can leave us messages on the iHeartRadio app, too.
Hi, Alan. Yesterday, you guys were talking about the Lilith Fair, and it reminded...
This is that Shannon chick, yeah? She's got the foxiest voice.
I know, but she talks with a lot of spit.
A lot of spit?
I can hear it.
You know, we're all talking with spit, right?
But I can hear it.
Talking with spit on the Alan Cox Show.
That should be worth a sizable donation. So do you.
No, I don't.
You go Bachelor. I was watching The Bachelor.
How long ago did I say that?
When you say a word, you spit all the time. Stop it.
Hi, Alan. Yesterday, you guys were talking about the Lilith Fair, and it reminded me that was the first concert I ever went to, and it was in 1999 at Blossom, and they also had a bunch of the people that you mentioned, but they also had the Dixie Chicks, and they were they gave away, in addition to nail files, condoms and flavored lubricants and all kinds of sexual paraphernalia that I had no need for, but I kept in a little hope chest for years under my bed.
Oh, boy, yeah. Well,
no one wants to touch my vagina.
yeah. Dixie chicks at the Lilith Fair throwing out condoms and lube. I don't know why, because that's a lot of lesbians at the Lilith Fair. Not sure why they were throwing out condoms. That is a very lesbian-heavy show. You talk to anybody who even worked at a venue when the Lilith Fair came through, or if you attended, you know this. Because that's tailor-made for a crowd like that. Nothing wrong with it. Tailor-made. I wonder if she said she must be from here, but she sounds like every girl I used to go out with from Wisconsin. Is kind of that Wisconsin lilt to her voice. I don't know. Nothing wrong with that either, but. Alan, I'm literally working at JCPenney right now, packing orders to ship. Black Friday is mostly all online now. We still open at 5 a.m., but it is not the mad rush of the old days.
But Poundcake said it's still crazy, and people show up just to watch fights.
Well, a couple of people texted me, but they have doorbusters.
It's JCPenney. It's not, I'm talking, people aren't trying to get clothes. You can get those online. I'm talking about.
You can get anything online. That's the point.
Okay.
People are waiting in line there for profit, somebody says, on the item. They can get a $75 television and flip it for $300. Al and I have 100% gone out on Black Friday to people watch. Okay? Somebody else says this is currently happening with liquor. Go to a liquor store at 6 a.m., you'll see 40 people waiting to buy a $200 bottle of whiskey that they can flip for $400 because the supply is low. So, yeah, okay. That kind of, colors the picture a little bit more fully there.
Is it like one really rare whiskey, or is it like a really big bottle of Black Velvet?
I don't know.
It's like
they're saying you go to the Giant Eagle
barrel.
Liquor. Yeah.
You got a barrel of Black Velvet for $200.
Don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll flip this online for $400.
And the stores aren't open 24/7 like they were prior to COVID. Used to be. I remember when I first moved to Cleveland, we lived in Tremont. And so I'd go to that Steel Yard Walmart. And the first time I went there at 11:30 or something, and it was locked. And I was like, was there a bomb threat or something? What's going on? And somebody had to tell me that it wasn't. I'm like, I've never heard of a Walmart that closed. Every Walmart I ever knew was 24 hours. But then again, I wasn't super hip to what was going on down the Steel Yard either. I was brand new to town. And they were like, no, there's a reason we closed down. But I'm banging on the door. I'm like, there's no cars out here.
Mm-hmm.
Some places, if they're open all night, they just have one set of doors open. So I walk my ass all the way down to the garden side. They're like, no, we're closed. I'm like, I'd never heard closed in connection with a Walmart before.
People are so confused by the fact that we're on a radio station. We have a station that we share the studio with.
Why is that?
So there's a Christmas tree in here. Because one of the comments on the live stream was, Atheist Alan has a Christmas tree, and then another one was, a Christmas tree already? Seriously? Yeah.
By the way, a Christmas tree is not a celebration of religion.
I mean, there are plenty of
atheists that put up Christmas trees.
I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't care if that baby Jesus is real or not. It's a fun time.
I'm going to put Tiny Poundcake back in there. He's going to be my little Christmas present. Shannon's from Lorraine. She says, I'm sure Poundcake will love that in addition to my spitty voice.
I like your spitty voice.
Yeah.
Keep that
there
voice spitty.
She's a married woman. We have to respect that situation, at least publicly. Let me give you some money here. It's $1,000. Whatever kind of shopping you'll be doing, that should go a long way toward it. It's courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Deposit. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Voicemails. You can leave those for us. I'm always interested why some people will leave, what compels somebody to leave a message on the app and on the phone.
They want to make sure you get it.
I mean, I get all of them, right?
They want to make sure.
I spin the wheel, and then I pick one, and I play it. And whatever happens, happens. Let me spin the wheel.
Alan Cox, can you stop being a human devoid of emotion and projecting that onto your 7-year-old? The whole point of the movie Inside Out is that it's okay to feel sad or anger or any emotion that is not joy. That is the entire point of the movie. And so this new movie is introducing anxiety, and you're like afraid of your daughter to cry. It's okay to cry and feel sadness. So you're actually teaching her something as a parent. So maybe just sit down and watch the goddamn movie with her.
I guarantee this woman doesn't have kids. Those are usually the people that are telling you what to do with their kids. I'm not scared of my daughter crying. I said that inside my Inside Out, I've never seen. We were talking about Inside Out 2. They're adding a new character or whatever. They're adding anxiety. And I said my daughter has never seen Inside Out. And no, I've never said there's anything wrong with it. By the way, I don't know where this devoid of emotion thing comes from with me. Everybody goes, well, just because somebody's not constantly screaming about how they feel all the time doesn't mean they don't feel anything.
I mean, you do kind of lean into.
I don't. It's just how I am.
You bring up that you're like, I don't have, like, you joke about it.
I'm not like a sentimental or I'm not a particularly emotional person. It doesn't mean that I don't have emotions. That's ridiculous. I was talking to my mom last night for her birthday. And when I talk to my mom, I have to carve out some time because I know we'll be talking for a while. And it was actually her birthday on Wednesday, but she was super busy. And so I said, well, I'll call you on Thursday. And so we talked for like an hour and 45 minutes. And we kind of got into that kind of thing because I was telling her about how I had a long kind of heart-to-heart with my son and blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, that's how we raised you guys, to be rational in the face of other people making emotions. You ever read any Rudyard Kipling? You ever read Kipling? There's a poem called Father's Advice to His Son. And part of it is, if you can keep your head when everybody around you is losing theirs, then you'll be a man, my son. Like, that's the gist of the poem. So just because I'm not constantly putting my emotions on display for everybody doesn't mean I don't have any. I'm sure we will watch Inside Out with my daughter. But all I hear about is how it makes adults blubber. So, of course, it's going to make a 7-year-old cry.
But it might not. But it might not.
It will. It will. She's an easy cry. It's not an easy cry. I shouldn't say that. She's relatively stoic, but, you never know what's going to make you. Listen, these movies are dopamine hits. Like, they are constructed to elicit those emotions from you.
And it's fun, and that's why people enjoy them. Like, if people didn't want to cry, they wouldn't keep putting these movies out. But people like the aspects of them that are funny, but they're emotional. They have a lot of balance to them.
The crying is a byproduct. Great. I don't think anybody's going to see them because they know they'll cry.
But they want the emotional experience of going to the movie and having it be cute and funny and pulling your heartstrings.
That's what they do so well over there at Pixar. Yeah. Listen, it would probably be great if I cried more, right? I just am not a crier. I just never have been. I'm just not.
Let's try and make Alan cry. Poundcake, tell him a story. Like, what your saddest story. Tell him your saddest story.
I'm not telling my saddest story on the air.
Why not?
Does it involve a death?
No.
Tell me the saddest story you feel comfortable telling on the air.
I have to think about it. I don't know. I mean, my grandmother died of lung cancer. That's pretty sad. But I was 7, so I was, my mom kind of knew she was going to pass. So we got, like, my last memory of her is crawling up in her hospital bed and eating her cereal.
My dad died, so I win that. Give me another one.
Your turn, Bill.
Okay.
This will be good.
Every week, I have to record the Weekend Cox, or do it live with Poundcake. And
Bill wins. Bill wins. He wins.
But what was the rest? What's the rest of it, Bill?
Just that I have
I've heard enough.
Yeah,
I've heard enough.
That I have to do a show with you.
You want to hear a sadder story?
Sure.
I had to record the Weekend Cox with Poundcake a while back.
Y'all ain't.
I can relate to that. I know the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's even sadder than that? The time he did it
By himself.
Hey, Alan.
Oh, Poundcake. We love you.
No, I read an article earlier this week about how if you cry during movies, it actually means you're more emotionally well. Like if you allow yourself to do that, and if people...
No, I think it's a perfectly natural response. I wasn't raised... there's this notion that somehow I'm a robot or whatever. I was never raised with my dad giving me the old men don't cry. Never. That wasn't it wasn't our house. But we were raised to put a lot of value in rational decisions, especially in because like emotional decisions, you make dumb ones. And so, in the face of difficult decisions to be made, take a deep breath and look at it rationally. That's how we were raised.
I see.
And so that's what I've tried to impart to my kids. Not to the exclusion of everything else, but like, hey man, you make bad decisions when you make them out of emotion. So the more that you can remove that, at least in your decision making, you're gonna be better. Oh, enough of this. You'll be better off. So your saddest story is that your grandmother died? With all due respect.
That's the one that I
You don't have like a bullying story where you like it really like I remember...
It's not really sad because I got back at all my bullies.
How?
I'm not going to disclose
Boy, I never
that.
did. I never did. Yeah, he outed them. Like, yeah. Things kind of fell into Poundcake's lap probably with his bullies where he found out they were sus and he doxed them.
Get that out of me.
Uh-huh.
But I will say I am not a crier during movies because that's all like manufactured. Just like what you said, Alan. They want to get a reaction out of you, and I want to give them the satisfaction.
You cried listening to Celine Dion at a red light.
But they don't know that you're watching. But
cry.
they don't know. Yes, it is. They don't know that you're watching the movie.
But it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be a cry movie, like The Fault in Our Stars and all that stuff. That is a crier movie. And Celine Dion's not trying to make you cry when she's singing It's All Coming Back to Me Now. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to make you feel a ways.
It's supposed to evoke emotion.
A wistful, romantic song. That's supposed to make you... It's not a banger. You're not jumping up and down and pumping your fist in the
you
air.
got me on that one. So it's not movies, it's music. Music does make me cry. Music makes me cry. And then... Sometimes I don't even need anything at all. Just like I'll have a mental breakdown during a drive, and then I'll cry at the steering wheel, and like it gets me when I don't have to be provoked.
See, I like when because I can't just like I don't have. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Not a lot about my life to cry about. I have a very good life.
Oh yeah.
So I don't get emotional about that stuff, but I do like watching a movie that will evoke emotion, and I go, okay, I can let loose a little bit here. I mean, every once in a while, there's something stressful in my life, but I don't have a lot to cry about my life.
I cry,
but I like when a movie will make me cry.
I cry mainly about other people in their situations.
Look at you,
they
all
stood
empathetic.
You up?
No, I'm like I cry that someone didn't get what I thought they deserved. Like they
like
should.
Mean.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, how is he like? Why?
Like karma.
Such a bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, he's such an awful person. Like, well, I don't understand why.
And that makes you cry.
Everyone else is struggling, and he just gets to succeed. And I'm like,
but that's a momentary thing. That's not a big picture thing.
Like, why did he not get into a car accident? Like,
well, what if he gets into
What
if he gets into a car accident the next week?
Why didn't you hit him with your car?
Yeah,
you wanted to get in a car accident, so
I don't want to get involved.
You can't have it. You can't leave that up to the universe. If you want this guy to get into a car accident, you got to do your part.
Poundcake is not ambitious.
Without works is dead.
That's
bro.
right. He wants.
Like, why doesn't this guy have a lot of back knee? I don't understand. Like, why is he thriving?
How do you know someone's back knee? You don't have back knee because you're not 12 and you take showers.
Some
That's
people
why.
have back knee.
Oh, please. Stop.
People that are on steroids.
Yeah.
Oh,
back knee and tiny nuts.
Oh, so I didn't even think about it. Maybe he is getting his income coming. I just don't see. He's good at hiding it.
But like worried about somebody's karma, like or somebody else's, like that's such a wild waste of.
He just got a promotion.
Waste of energy and
just the amount of effort it takes to be dialed into what's even going on in other people's lives. Like again, I have good friends. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if they got a promotion unless they tell me. How would you know if somebody got a promotion?
Because they post.
Oh, because you're on their socials all the time.
Yeah,
I see.
he's stalking the people he doesn't like and then crying about their life.
I'm a gatekeeper
Right.
of their karma. I just want to make sure that they get it.
But you have no control over it.
But if you're not willing to do the car crash,
That's right.
then you are not
I don't
doing
wanna
your
damage
job.
my car.
Bro,
Well, rent a
you
car.
said you want him to be in a car crash.
I said, why isn't he? I didn't say I wanted him to be. I said, why?
It seems like you're not really.
You're not committed to it.
Yeah, you're not committed to it.
Nope.
You want to make somebody's life bad, make somebody's life bad. Don't leave it up to the universe.
Like, oh my gosh.
Get out there and do it.
I've seen him
The
step
universe has no interest in our lives whatsoever. It's purely random.
I don't know if I believe
You want to punish this guy? Go
You need
punish
to be
him.
the prime mover,
Yeah.
not the universe. Universe has no interest in us.
I see him walking down the street. I just step on a bunch of cracks. I'm like, all right, come on, get him. Wanted to break his back.
Is it supposed to? Is he your mom? What?
No.
What is the?
I'm willing it towards him. I just pushed the energy towards him.
Alan, bullying. I thought Bill said he had a sad bowling story.
I did have a.
I bowled a 360, but then I
360.